Now, everybody got their own secret to how they want to make fried chicken wings, but I'm gonna show you the easy way. And the first thing you wanna do, so you don't have to wing it anymore. Check it out. Now, to make these wings, the first thing you wanna do is make sure you clean your chicken. Now, I have purchased the whole pack of chicken wings whole from the local market, and I cut them up, cut the sections up to make them like these little drumettes here. If that's what you choose, I like to do it because you save a little money, and you wanna section them off and make them into like the little party wing sections. Now, if you buy these fabricated already at your local market, it's all good. So I've already got a series of flavors and spices. I'm gonna list them right here on the screen so you'll know, and you basically wanna take this immediately as is and season up all your chicken. You wanna combine all of these spices together, and then we wanna shake it. And I'm telling you, you wanna coat these things very nicely. The key to good flavor is to get every piece nice and covered with your seasoning. Now we got these nice and coated, fully seasoned. You wanna take a little bit more of the season and dust it on the top. Because now what we're gonna do is let this sit here for about an hour or two, or if you just want them quick, 5-10 minutes, just to let the flavor absorb a little bit. Final step before you start frying is add you some cornstarch. No flour at all, just use a little bit of cornstarch. Now, because I have a lot of wings here, I have about 2 cups of cornstarch, but you do not have to use all of it. You just wanna get that coated a little bit, make sure each piece gets snowed on a little bit. Now you wanna take the remainder of that cornstarch and of course your seasoning, and you wanna put that in a separate bowl just like that. We wanna have layers of flavor. We don't wanna take all day. We wanna make sure them wings are nice and seasoned all the way through. Now the next step is key. You wanna take that seasoned chicken with a little bit of cornstarch, you wanna dip it and bathe it in cold water. Yes, cold water. It does the trick. You wanna shock that chicken, drop it in there for a couple seconds. Then you wanna take the piece out, you wanna throw it right back in that cornstarch and that seasoned mixture right there, and then set that. You know, I'm actually filming a cooking video, and you ran in on cooking. You must have smelled fried chicken from your school.
No, I didn't.
All right.
Hi, people.
If you're sitting at home wondering, why on earth would you put the chicken in cold water? It actually gives you a nice, lighter, crispy crust. It kind of protects the chicken from being overcooked by the grease. It's kind of as a barrier against the heat, and it's actually very, very good. So you should try this right before you do it, is to dip it in a nice little ice water, then coat it as you wish. All right, so we got the chicken easy, simple seasoning already breaded up. Now we're gonna go ahead and get the oil ready so we can go ahead and fry it. All right, we got the new gloves on, we cleaned up, and we are ready to get this chicken inside of the grease right now. So we're gonna take and do this slow. Make sure your grease is not too high. You do not wanna cook this too fast because you'll get a very dark chicken. You wanna do this in batches. You want this to be light, juicy on the inside, and do not, I repeat, do not overcrowd your pan. Not Japan, but your pan. Now, I love the infusion of flavor. If you watch anything I do, I love the combination of flavor. So I'm gonna throw some coin-sized jalapenos inside my grease just to give it a little extra something, something. Now, it's been about 4 or 5 minutes. So what I'm going to do is check this chicken and pull it up and see how it's looking. Nice and golden brown, look at that. All of the pieces are floating, not overcooked, just how we want it. Now, what I'm gonna do at this point is I'm gonna take this chicken out after only 4 and 5 minutes, and I'm gonna set it to the side while I fry the remaining pieces. What this is gonna do is allow me, when I'm ready, to put it back in, crank up the heat, and we're gonna get a nicer crust so it's really crunchy. Now we go in with the next batch. Take them for a deep dive. Woo. And you hear how the grease is not too loud. You want to maintain the temperature of that grease, that it's not so hot. Otherwise, it'd be running all over and we have a whole nother problem. All right, now while we take the second batch out to rest before we double fry, we're gonna go ahead and double fry the first batch. But here's a chicken fact for you. You know what? Did you know that the average American consumes 90 chicken wings a year? And a bigger fact is during the Super Bowl, 1.4 billion chicken wings are consumed. That's a lot of chicken. You know, I think chicken wings are the answer to world peace. Everybody likes it. There we go. Now we let that sit to the side. And while that sits, you want to let the temperature come up. So now we want the grease to be a little more hotter. I deep fry this around 300 degrees. I like it because it's not too hot. Now we want to let the temperature come up to about 335, 350. And then once it does that, then I'm going to put the first batch in and then put the second batch in, and we're going to have a little more crispy chicken. All right, so we got our grease just hit 340, exactly like we like. About 340 degrees was perfect. Now we're going to take that first batch and just throw it back in for 1-2 minutes. And this is gonna make it a little more crunchy, which is what we like. All right, look at that. Now you got that nice golden brown color. We wanna transfer that over. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful color, perfectly done. Nice crust. Then we set that to the side and we go back to the original second batch. And now we're gonna put that inside. The grease is already hot, so we should be good to go. Just throw that in for a couple minutes. The grease is much hotter. Oh yeah. Now here's what I like to know. If you watching, put right down in the comment section, are you a drum or flat person? Because that's like the biggest debate of all time. What do you like, the drums or the flats? Because in a minute, I'm gonna show you how to make this sauce that just drips over top and turns your wings into like next level. Wings like super wings. All right now, as I stated, some of these wings we're gonna leave as is because you want the flavor for those of you that don't like a lot of sauce. But if you want a lot of sauce, I'm gonna show you how to make what I like to call Calypso heat. You need 2 ingredients. Your favorite barbecue sauce, of course, mine's is House of Flavor. In my opinion, nothing beats it. Maybe I'm biased, but if whatever you like, use your favorite barbecue sauce, and you want to get a little bit of hot sauce. Now, I'm using Texas Pete, of course, because it's not as spicy. And in this particular one, I don't want it to be too spicy. But all you want is a couple shakes. 1, 2, 3. And then you want to add a couple more shakes. 1, 2, 3. And if you love flavor, you just want to keep shaking. You know why? Because sometimes we just got the shakes. So when you get enough in there, you want to mix that a little bit. I'm using classic barbecue sauce, and you infuse those together and you let those roll around like that. This is gonna make a delicious wing sauce. Now I'm also gonna season this up just a little bit. You do not have to do this, but I like to season it just a little bit. I'm gonna take this right here and I'm gonna mix this around real nice, and guess what? These wings are ready to go deep sea diving, baby. So we're gonna take a few of your wings and you're just gonna drop them in there like that. Say, I'm gonna split them up. Some with sauce, some without sauce. And if you want, throw the jalapenos in there too, why not? You wanna take this just like this and just toss them a little bit. I mean, I don't wanna show y'all all my skills, but you just wanna toss those a little bit, just like that. Turn those around. And when you get a nice coat on top of them like that, then we're gonna plate them. So on that first one, I'm gonna take those and plate those down like that. Because why not? And if we need to, we take a little bit of that sauce and we just drip that sauce right over top. Nice little crunchy on this side. We're gonna keep them nice and regular, just like that. If you want, you could take a little bit of that lemon pepper seasoning just to give it a little something extra, and you can drip that right over top like that. And whatever is your pick. Choose one, eat both. Either way, we leave no wing behind. I hope you enjoy this easy, simple recipe. Enjoy it. Next Sunday, Sunday after next Christmas, everybody like wings. Let me know how you like it. Don't forget to share it with a friend. Check out my other videos. And why the hell not? Goodbye. You the chicken? Say what's up, chicken people. Did you enjoy the video? Say, do you enjoy the video? You smell chicken?